Hi developers! Today we are building something really useful, a color picker, or in other words, EyeDropper that works everywhere on your screen. In just 10 minutes, you will learn how to create this EyeDropper tool using React with TypeScript, the modern EyeDropper API, and Tailwind CSS for styling. And the best part is that users can pick colors from anywhere, other apps, websites, or their desktop. So let's dive in and build this together. I'll switch to my screen where we have an empty React application, and the result of that application is an empty page, and we're gonna start our development by just looking at the result we'll get. So this EyeDropper is already deployed to Vercel, the best part, as I said, you can pick. So yeah, you can pick any color from the web page, but the best part is that when you hover over somewhere else, let's say we make this window smaller, and let's say you want to pick a color from your IDE, let's say button color, right? It will pick a color of that button, or green. Doesn't matter which part of the screen, it will pick the color of that part. So it's really useful. You don't even need to install anything. It's just the URL you visit, and this way you can use this color picker to get the color you need from your screen. But let's see how can we develop this. First of all, we'll use a color picker API to be able to do this. It's called EyeDropper. Let me show you. EyeDropper native API. So JavaScript EyeDropper, and I need to go to another website, not this one, MDN, I think this one. Okay, that's good. So as you can see, this API is supported by all Chromium based browsers, and of course Chrome browser, Edge browser, which is based on Chromium. Not supported in Firefox, Opera, Safari, and all the others. So it's it's a bit limited, but if you are okay with that, we can use this API. So what is that API all about? How to use that? It's a simple class which we can get from the window object, and yeah, it looks like that. As you can see, that's how we get the EyeDropper. Check the EyeDropper API availability, and then we can use it. So let's use it, and let's start from making some layout for EyeDropper. Let's create EyeDropper component. TSX. And yeah, we have our React component where we can start working on our EyeDropper functionality, and let's import it to the app component. and let's test whether it works. Now we want to check. Yeah, it works. Let's go back and let's start by creating button to pick the colors. So we'll just use button, and I'll just use some predefined classes like this one to make it nice. So with full flex, item center, justify center, gap, px4, py2, and all the others. You can use any other style for the button. And in the end of this tutorial, you will have all the code available in GitHub repository, so you can grab it. Now let's add an icon from Lucide React Icons and button label. Let's see the result. Okay, it's in a full width, so probably we want to add some restrictions to the parent width. I would use these classes. Let me paste it. Maximum width MD, and align by center. Space Y doesn't make that much sense. Okay, let me go back here. Yeah, so now what else do we want? We want the preview of the color, and also we want to display the hexadecimal value of the picked color. So I would use this code to preview the color, and we can see that it uses a color variable state. So we'll create a state for color, and the default color will be just black, right? Doesn't matter that much. We have a color preview, we have a pick color button, and what else do we need is to display the value, the exact value. So I don't know, it's quite easy, so we can just make color, and to make it more pretty I'll use this code, which is basically make the value more pretty. I'll show you how it looks, but let's first import check icon from Lucide React copy icon, and there is also a copied state. I'll explain you later why it's meant for. So I'll create a use state first for copied, not like that, copied and false. So, and handle copy color. So this is the most important part of the no, actually not, it's not the most important, it just copies this value into buffer. And how can we do that is by writing constant handle copy color we'll use Navigator API, clipboard, and write text color. And this thing is highlight. Okay, it's promise, so it doesn't matter. We can make it asynchronous to. Okay, sorry. To make it executed one by one, but it's not that important. You can do it without. So the next one, we set the copied variable to true, and we also want to revert the icon back to checkmark. I'll explain you later, but we'll just set timeout to set copied to false in, let's say, 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah, so for now we don't have that color picker in place, but we already have a UI. And as you see, this is the state copied which I was talking about. As soon as you click, the icon changes to check mark, and then it reverts back. So it will let you know that the value has been copied, this exact value. So it's pretty convenient, so you don't have to manually copy that. And what is left to do is to add some spacing. So I'll do something like space Y5. Okay. And for that I'll add some padding and border and rounded corners, I think like that. Not that much pretty, but enough for functionality. Yeah. So as you can see, this button doesn't work, obviously, because we haven't done that yet. Let's work on that. So we want when this button is clicked, we want our EyeDropper to be initialized. So we create on-click handler, and we name this handler not copy color, but pick color, and we will initialize a constant holding arrow function like this. So first of all, to open the EyeDropper using native browser, Chromium browser API, we need to check whether it's available. So how can we do that? We can write something like that. If EyeDropper in window, if it's not, we just write okay, we can do like if else statement, and we'll write alert, and your browser does not support the EyeDropper API, like that. I would do something more, what I would like more like that. I don't like writing if else statements. I'll do return, and that's gonna be it. Or we can do something like window EyeDropper, but let's stick with that. So this way we check whether the API is available, and let's check that. Do we have any other browser? Mozilla. Yeah, I think, yeah. Let me try to open this, the EyeDropper inside Mozilla, and we'll check whether this error handler works. Yeah, you see your browser doesn't support EyeDropper API, so it works pretty good. And when we do the same in Chrome, it doesn't give us any alert error. So now let's go and try to implement that EyeDropper functionality. So it's done pretty simply. We just create a new constant called EyeDropper with 2p equals new I'm wondering whether it will work. Okay, only void function can be called with a new keyword. Okay, let's continue and then we'll see. So we want to try whether try to open the EyeDropper. So we create a new constant called result equals await. It's a synchronous function. EyeDropper open, right? Yeah. And then we should set our color to the result of that, but the result is not flat, so we need to use srgb hex property, and then if there is an error, we catch that console error and EyeDropper API error, and then we display error. But yeah, this one is we can't use await without async. That's first part, and then why this is not happy is okay, because only a void function can be, if we remove that. But the way we want to initialize it is just by using new window. That's how the most tutorials say, window as any, and from window object we can try calling EyeDropper. So it's still a new object, new EyeDropper, but it's defined where it's stored. So something like that. I think we didn't miss anything. We did every check, and let me try to okay, so you see when you click pick color, you can now check it, and the color on your preview will change even if you go outside of the browser. So yeah, let's pick the color of that button, or doesn't matter where you go, it should grab the color, and you can copy that and use anywhere you want. So that's how color picker is done nowadays. The API is pretty convenient, pretty developer friendly, and use this power to and leverage it to make pretty interfaces and also save a lot of time, because previously there were used quite tricky techniques to develop such a functionality with the canvas, with all of that stuff. It was not very accurate, but this one, however, it's not available in every browser, but if you're okay with the Chromium browsers, it's totally a valid idea to make this color picker. Okay, let me just check. Yeah, I was checking whether I was recording myself. So thank you so much for your time. Hit like and subscribe if you want more similar videos, similar tutorials. I was happy to make this tutorial for you. Hopefully it will help you to save your time. And have a good day then. See you. Bye.